Alright, welcome back to another NovNov technical project video. Here we are in DigitalOcean. The goal for today is just to review some droplet creation, service setup, and then host a simple web app through Python or Apache, depending on how we're feeling. It is a web app that I haven't used before. I just went out to GitHub and grabbed a random one that was tagged as a simple web app, so we'll see how that works. But we'll get started here in our NovNov project and go directly to create, Droplet. As per usual, I will be throwing mine in Amsterdam because it's fun. And then for the OS, I'm going to go ahead and throw this one under CentOS. Basic, regular. I'm going to do the $12 a month for this one just because I don't want you guys to get hung up on my out-of-memory killer that we ran into previously. So if you do the $4 a month, just be aware that things like updating and installing new software could cause a failure for a second. I'm going to use an SSH key, but I am not on the same computer, right? I'm on a different computer than I started on, so I need to create a new SSH key. It'll give me the steps to do this, right? So it says to open a terminal and run the following. So let's grab my terminal, SSH keygen. In which file would you like to save the key? So let's go ahead and call this one, put it in users, jeffk.ssh, and then we'll call this one NovNov key 2. Alright, and now it's saying that we've got passphrase, so let's go ahead and throw a password in there. Now we have our identification. Let's go ahead and clear that and just do an ls of my .ssh. See, I've got in there my NovNov key and the NovNov public. Right, so I need to open, invoke item .ssh NovNov key 2.pub. Open that up in Notepad so that I can just copy, pasta, give it a name. Go ahead and add that SSH key. I don't want to use all of my keys. I want to use just the new one, right? So that means that only this computer will be able to sign into this new droplet. And we're going to go ahead and call this NovNov3 because we already did 1, 2, and add guard. So now we might as well go back to 3 like the Fast and the Furious trilogy. Skipped number 3 by having it be Tokyo Drift. Anyway, NovNov is our project. This is going to be our simple web app. So we're going to do a little bit of web hosting with Python or Apache. Not entirely sure yet. We'll see. And I want to make sure to store this in my NovNov project so that I can always get back to it. I'm going to create that one there. In the meantime, I'm going to go back here, clear out, and cd into that .ssh directory where I have my keys. Alright, so it will take a second to get up and running. While that is reloading. There we go. So now we want to make sure that we can ping it before we try and do anything else. So let's try and ping. So 133, yeah. So it is not pungable right now. We got to give it a little bit of time. The web app that I'm going to host is going to be this one here. It's just a rock, paper, scissors that I found by searching for simple web app on GitHub. And it's all HTML, JavaScript, and CSS. So it shouldn't be too burdensome on us. But we need to make sure that we can talk to our droplet And then once we can talk to our droplet, we need to make sure we can connect to it. Normally it's letting me in by now. Let's go ahead and refresh one more time. There we go. Now we can talk to it. So next up, we need to authenticate to it. How we do that with the key file is SSH username at IP address space -I for the identity file, and then put your key on there. Add it to your list of known hosts, put the key's passphrase in, and now here we are on NovNov3. A couple of things I need to do to get us started is I need to make sure that I have the tools I need. So let's apt install Python 3 and git. I am not in Ubuntu or Kali anymore, so we need to use not advanced package, but dandified yum. Good old DNF dandified yum install Python 3 git. Gotta download all them libraries. Alright, there we go. So it looks like we should have it. So let's apt install. I almost did apt again. DNF dandified yum install Python 3 and git, just to make sure. Dependencies resolved, nothing to do. We have both of them installed, which means that we can go ahead and grab this whole package. So I'll git clone that rock, paper, scissors. And now if I ls that, I can see that I have rock, paper, scissors going on. And now I just need to Python 3, what was it? http.server 80. I haven't done this in a minute. So now that that is being served, hypothetically, it should be as easy as just putting in our IP address over here and going at port 80. See if that actually works though. Hey, it looks like we have a website here. It's not secure because it's just being hosted through Python. If I inspect that code, I've got load game. Looks like everything's coming up all right on here. We have a button. Or is that, did he do it as a button? Let's check. Yeah, it's a button. So any cybersecurity nerds out there, you got something to poke at if you want to. Let's go ahead and click start. Hey, look, they play rock, paper, scissors a bunch of times, and they came to a draw. I could spend so much time on this site.